Hello everyone, and welcome back to Puga Reviews. Finally have my returning guest, Tammy.
Hi.
And tonight we're gonna watch The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. Let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Yeah! So, Conjuring 3,
Yes.
The Devil Made Me Do It. It was pretty interesting. It was and so far, I've only seen like the first two main Conjuring movies and Annabelle Creation, and I think you've seen...
I've seen all of them.
Yeah.
I just recently finished the whole...
But yeah, it's definitely does a good job as like a horror, and it builds on suspense. Like, I like the way they build on suspense. Like you think something's gonna pop out, but then something else happens that could also catch you off guard. But and it's kind of like this time it kind of felt more like a detective story but with spirits and exorcisms and stuff. Yeah. But part of me is kind of expecting more to hear more and see more of the guy that got possessed, but I feel like it didn't really show as much as I was expecting. But overall, pretty nice for a horror movie.
Yeah.
This was Tammy's second time watching it.
My second time watching it. The first time I watched it, a lot of the plot was just very confusing, and it felt like details were missed. And it was also like so many plot lines just didn't seem to correspond with each other. But the second viewing was a little bit better. I understood like a major plot point, but some of the things were still a little bit confusing, like the motive, given this is a demonic possession movie, so motive doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
some of the plot points were still a little bit confusing even after watching it the second time. But I will say a lot of the parts that were supposed to be like scary and suspenseful, sometimes they were funny. Like, I don't know if that's just because we're like...
Maybe like it had to do with like the audience that we were stuck with.
Yeah,
or...
we had a pretty entertaining audience.
Yeah.
But it was also like, I feel like the more horror movies you watch, the less things scare you in horror movies.
Yeah, a little bit. Like some people might be scared of demonic possession, or some might like the other kind of horror movies. But
some of the moments were a little bit like, okay, you were trying to be terrifying, but it didn't really meet the mark.
Yeah, probably not the best Conjuring movie, but still
it's not my. This is the first time I didn't enjoy a Conjuring movie, which makes me sad because I like the Conjuring franchise a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This just happened to be my least favorite, or the one that I was like, really, this was supposed to be like, this movie had so much hype built into it. Like it was okay. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, it was the best Conjuring movie ever. It was okay. Yeah. Not my favorite one.
Yeah, and also there are times like apparently the movie's based on a true story, but there are moments where I just keep thinking, it's like, did that actually happen, or did they just add it to make it look dramatic effect?
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10 at least. What do you think?
I'm in between. I really want to say I have like 3 different ratings. I'm gonna give it like a 6.
Okay.
Not like it wasn't like a horrible movie, but if you're looking for like, if you're a seasoned horror fan and you like horror movies, it might not be the greatest one. It was entertaining and it was good for like, okay, I want to watch a Conjuring movie.
Mm-hmm.
This was okay.
Okay.
But it wasn't like terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. I'm so used to watching The Conjuring now that like a lot of it doesn't like terrify me.
Yeah, especially the first one scared me quite a bit.
And the first one was creepy.
Yeah, and the second one was still pretty good, but
I think for this one, because the moments where in Conjuring movies where something happens, like the possessed person that does something, I feel like those moments had a bit too much comedic effect to where it was like, did they intentionally make this like as ridiculous as possible?
Yeah,
not scary?
A little bit.
I mean, if that was their intention, great, it worked. But the intention was to probably scare the audience, in which it was more of just like, oh, that's not that scary. That's actually hysterical. I shouldn't be laughing. But it was okay. Not my favorite Conjuring movie, but so my rating's a 6.
Okay,
it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't fantastic.
Yeah, 6 for her, 7 for you. So yeah, check it out.